What up, people? This is Smithers R here to give you Makai Ouji, Devils and Realist episode 1 fucking review. This shit, I'm reviewing this shit every week. I like it. The fucking fight. Oh my god. Oh my god. The comedy. Fuck it. No, I gotta say this. This is gonna be the title of the fucking video. Mad suspect. There were so many suspect moments in this. More suspect than free. Oh my god. This is so suspect. Oh my god. You seen the picture? You know how suspect this is. Oh my god. Thumbnail. Oh my god. It's so suspect. So suspect. Oh my god. So suspect. Oh my god. These niggas. Oh my god. It's so suspect. Considering that like every character we've met so far has been a dude and some suspect things have gone down. There was a suspect moment between William and Dantalion. Yeah, Dantalion. There was a suspect moment between William and his butler. There was a suspect moment between William and his friend. There was a suspect moment again. Oh, it wasn't, and then there was a suspect moment in the very beginning with Solomon and Dalton. So suspect. So suspect. Anyway, let's get on to it. The basic premise of this shit is there's William, and he is Solomon's descendant. And basically, Solomon's descendant is the elector of who will be the new demon king of the world. And his descendant, William, is a realist, which means he doesn't believe in God or fairies. Anything that he can't see and calculate, he doesn't believe in. And what happens is Dalton was one of Solomon's like favorites, and he's also Lucifer's favorite, the current king. And it's stated that it goes like Demon King, and then the Demon King is served by 7 generals, and the 7 generals are served by 24, I believe it was officers, and each officer go and so on and so forth. That's what they said, and I believe he's an officer. Dantalion is an officer. We also learned something very important. He is also like a Nempium. And what a Nempium is, it is a demon that was once a human. And you only become a demon if you were human, if you were a mass murderer. Him and that lightning motherfucker both were mass murderers. Apparently, they said you must have sent Lucifer a lot of souls, like enough to cover an ocean red. So this dude was mad killing. But we can see obviously that he's over that, because after that happened, this dude got pissed off. And his fucking butler, who has a goat head by the way, he said, and I quote, I'm not going to quote it exactly though, dimensional instability. That's what I'm going to use. Dimensional instability. He said, and I quote, basically like this. I'm gonna gist it up. If this nigga goes uses some of his true power, you won't be able to go home, because the dimension will be. He's a dimension level motherfucker. Apparently, he can make the dimension itself unstable and make transfer between the human world and the demon world impossible. Fucking fight was awesome. That's how you do a fight. It's doing. Let's see what else is it. Basically, William, he's flat broke. He doesn't have enough money to pay his tuition. And so what happens? He goes to his house. At his house, his uncle made some bad financial decisions with their wealth, and that nigga is gone. He bill collectors. I'm rich. Fuck that shit. He gone. He done. Unreachable. And basically all of his servants and maids and cooks and all the staff left except for one guy, and his family has been serving the Solomons family for generations. That's their thing. And he's basically, it was a funny moment that wasn't so, like, serious, but after it got pretty suspect. When he was like, I can't wait for you to use your knowledge and take bribes. Get rich off bribes. So he basically thinks of him as a lottery ticket. Oh shit. Finally that video's done. Okay, anyway. Oh my god. Even with the suspect moments, it's still good. It is still good. I mean, oh my god. And then, okay, so basically there's a suspect moment where he's like, like, oh my god. Suspect. Mad suspect. And then after that shit, what happened next was basically he's searching for anything he can pawn off so he can make his tuition, so he can pay and complete his goal of becoming, like, basically going to Oxford College after high school and then becoming, like, a politician. I'm trying to remember exactly what it was, but he's trying to be something so where he can make some money. And then after that, he's going around his house. They're in the basement, and they had no idea that this room was in the basement, apparently. And then there's this door. He's like, okay, stand back. He rams the door, and he gets cut on his hand. And inside, there is a pentagram, which blood drops, summons demon, Dalton comes in. And then this is funny shit. Basically, he starts saying all this shit, and he's like, hey, I don't believe in that shit. Then basically this nigga's tied up. He's like, you fucking con artist. I'm like, I don't know. Basically he gets dragged away by the police. And then he goes back down into the basement looking for, where he came from, the secret room. Said, it's probably under here. It'd be way too expensive to dig up. Then all of a sudden, demon grabs him, sucks him in. Now he's in the demon world. He thinks, of course, that he's under his house and he's in his mansion. And then this is what happens. Basically, Dalton comes back to the mansion. He's creeping outside. The guy finds him, his butler, or his last servant left, William's last servant, finds him, ties him up. He said, "Where have you done with Master? He was in that room, then he's gone." Basically, he's like, "Oh no," and he just warps out there. Then we don't see him for like the rest of the shit. So servant's done for this episode, and then Dalton basically goes back to the demon world, but before that we got a scene of William and the goat, and he's like, is this some type of costume party? That's what he thinks. He thinks it's a costume party at this nigga's mansion. Like, anyway, then he goes to eat. It's like, this food's better than the chef's. Goat, thanks. Compliment. Then in comes this motherfucker. He destroys the entire thing. This dude had a teacup. Everything's gone on the teacup except for the handle. And then he's basically one of the general's disciples, like one of his men, and he wants to be the next King Chu. And the only way to raise your status up and to become a nominee for becoming the next demon king is to kill a demon of greater power than you. And so he's going after Dalton or Danton. I'm gonna call him Dalton. Anyway. So what happens next is actually pretty... It's when it gets good. Basically, he's like, you must... a human. And I'll just take you. And he grabs him. Goat guy. Starts getting up this weird ball, but he can't shoot because he got him in the shield. Then in comes Dalton. Fucking boom! Fireball. Nigga done. Nigga hit the wall. Then he grabs him, catches him. Suspect moment. And then after that, basically, he rebuilds instantly the mansion. Like, it starts coming together, and William, is this a dream within a dream? And then basically the guy breaks in again and says, I know who he is. He is the Elector. So he's like, I should probably take him back to General, because he'd be really interested in meeting him. You know what I mean? Like, basically kidnapping the motherfucker for more power. He's the only person that can decide who the new demon king will be, in place of Lucifer, because Lucifer's in a deep slumber. And what happens next is a fight breaks out. Shit gets crazy. We learn about him being a Nepium. We learn about apparently this nigga is dimensional unstability or instability. That's pretty interesting. See that shit. Future. Remember that. I've never seen this shit, by the way. So if I say something, it could be wrong. But I'm basically saying everything that's happened in this dimensional instability. If they said he can do it, let's see him do it. If he doesn't, then he can do it. But being stated as dimensional, it's like in One Piece being stated as continent level, because with a headbutt you can. Oh, fuck that shit. My bad. I don't want to spoil shit for people who don't read the chapters. And then, basically after that, blah blah blah, fight, awesome fight by the way. I'm not gonna go through step by step with the fight. Basically, lightning bolt, fire punch, nigga done. Basically, William actually has something. No, he tells Dalton to stop, and immediately Dalton loses all his powers. What does that mean? And the guy states this is a very intriguing thing. So he's more than a human, the Elector. He has, apparently, from what it looks like, he might have the ability to take away demons' powers with his voice alone. Because he is the Elector, and he, and technically speaking, is higher than the king in the demon world. Because he elects the king. He gets to pick who the king is. So, when you put it in perspective, William right now is here, Lucifer's here, generals are here, and then like Dalton and the rest of the officers are here. And then Father's here. And wow. That was cool. Then basically he's like, send me home if you're gonna start fucking shit up. Cause I don't wanna be stuck in this dimension. Sends him home, finds out his tuition has been paid in full. It was actually a very generous donation, the largest the school's ever seen. He's wondered if his uncle did it, sitting in class chilling with his boy. Then all of a sudden, in comes Dalton Heber, last name Heber. He's now a new exchange student, transfer, not exchange, transfer student. Let's see what happens. Seems pretty interesting. When the cops dragged out, in a way that was pretty funny. But there's so many suspect moments. It's mad suspect. So if you cannot handle suspect moments, the suspect moments are really suspect. Like, you've seen my thumbnail, so you know just how suspect this is. Flower petals and holding. And before that shit, at the very beginning, this nigga was like this close to fucking kissing him. Like, but I digress, because fighting is awesome. Story and the plot, pretty amazing. The power scheme, pretty good. Considering this nigga is an officer and apparently he's dimension level. Like, he can cause dimensional instability at officer level? What the fuck can a general do? Think about that. Dimensional. Where you can sever like links between dimensions. What the fuck can a general do? Can he fucking destroy a dimension? What can Lucifer do? What the? Just think about that shit. If what the fuck can Elector do? He can take away these niggas' powers. That's OP as shit. If it's confirmed that that's what he did, if maybe it was something else, like Dalton's will, just cut it out, but who knows? But, oh my god, this nigga, this power scheme wise, I'd say Lucifer's a top nigga, except he's sleeping. He's a drunk. He's a bum. But he's been sleeping for a long ass time. And the Elector is above him, technically speaking. Not. You can take away niggas' powers and he's OP as shit in this. I can't wait for it. What the general's gonna do? This nigga can apparently fucking fuck up dimensions. What the fuck can a general do? Because each general, they got 24 of these officers. Holy shit. and there are 7 generals. God. It just opens up so many questions. I'm trying to figure out if he was actually an officer or if he's a general. I believe in the beginning he was an officer, but he might be a general now. But if he was actually an officer, then this is a really OP verse. Even compared to, I don't want to say it, but power scheme wise, when it comes to world level destruction that they've showcased in One Piece with Whitebeard, dimensional instability wins. Why? You might not be able to fuck up a world, you can fuck up a dimension. Fuck up a dimension. That's above galaxy. You fucking up a whole dimension. Oh my god. These niggas X dimension. Oh my god. That's some crazy shit. Oh my god, I just had a quick fangasm. I'm done with that shit. The Smithers are giving you this shit. Giving you Makai Ouji, Devils, and Realist. Episode 1 fucking review. This 8.8, yeah. 8.8. It was amazing. It was amazing. You can't deny it. It was amazing. I believe that's my amazing. Gotta make sure I check that shit though. Because I believe it went good, then great, then amazing, and then something after that. Let's make sure I'm 100% right on this shit. Because I'm giving 8.8. Yep, it was amazing. It was amazing. 8.8, amazing. It was amazing. It was pretty good. Even with the suspect moments, it was still amazing. I mean, the fights were awesome. Story, the plot, awesome. Animation, good as shit. Dialogue, suspecty. Visual suspect. Overall, even with all the suspect moments, it's still awesome. I didn't get, like, chills, but the fights were awesome. Still. Even the music, I got a little chill, but I was like, oh my god. The suspect moments kind of cancel out the chills a little bit afterwards. But when the fight's happening, I got chills. Immediately after the fight, that little... That's what I gotta deal with. Little niece. This is my Smithers are. Peace. See you later. Most likely. Or my next review, which shall be Honor X Honor. DXD. No. I expect good things from this shit.